Hello friends. Welcome to the T Academy. As I told you yesterday, that we will continue the GATE 2021 Networks or Electrical Circuits questions from ECE and Electrical and Electronics Engineering, that is Triple E, and Instrumentation Engineering. Okay, so let's discuss the question here. Right. The question is here: for the network shown, the equivalent Thevenin's voltage and Thevenin's impedance as seen across the terminals A and B here. So it's a very simple question that is asked in the GATE 2021 paper, electrical circuits paper. So see how to solve this. So simple here, when you are seeing from here, so what is the impedance and or ZTH, we can say ZTH and VTH we need to calculate here. Okay, so simple concept only. What is the Thevenin's theorem? It says that whenever you are having a network which is having a resistances and voltages or current sources, voltage sources, that can be represented as a single voltage source in series with Thevenin's resistance. Okay, we can call as a RTH and supply voltage is VTH. So in my previous videos, I discussed this concept, theorem, etc., etc. Okay, so it's just a application of that theorem only, right? So this is what we want here. Okay, in the answers, the same thing they are asked, but here 35 volts in series with 2 ohms, 65 volts in series with 15 ohms, like that the options given. Okay, it's a simple thing, but here sorry, here the finding of VTH is easier, and because of dependent sources here, so because of dependent source here, it is difficult to find the RTH. Okay, okay, so we can follow the current injection method for this circuit here, right? Now, so let's start the solution here. The, the problem, sorry. In this problem, we need to find two cases. First one, we need to find the VTH. Second, we need to find the RTH. And here, if you observe the problem here, 5 amperes current source is here, and I1 is a current here. Okay, I1 is a current flowing in this branch here, and this entire network is there. Okay, let's see. Now, I will try to copy the same circuit here. Can, sorry. Okay, I'll copy here. I'll post it again. I will paste it here. Right. I'll take the circuit here, right? Now, first thing is, for finding the VTH, the terminals here, it should be open circuited. Okay. As it is a open circuited concept here, what about the current flowing in this element here? We know that in a open circuited terminals, so open circuited terminal means current will be infinity or zero. Yes, current will be 0 amps, as you know. So current will be 0 means whatever the voltage drop across this element here, so VD is going to be 0 volts here. Why? Because no current flowing, V is equal to I into R, 0. And here we have 3I1, and the current flowing here, it is I1. That means it's a what source? Current controlled. Is it voltage source or current source? It is voltage source here. So it is so simple problem here. First, we'll find the what is the voltage here. Let me take the voltage VTH. We can also call as a VAB. Okay, see here. If it is a open circuit here, what about the current flowing here? Series connection means current will be 0. So 5 amperes current coming here. Okay, 0 amps going here. What about the remaining current here? So KCL, if you apply here, so simply it is 5 amperes. What about the voltage across here? Voltage is nothing but 5 into 10 is nothing but 50 volts is a voltage appearing here, right? Yes or no? Right. Now apply the KVL inside the loop here. So let me choose a different color here, right? So apply KVL in this loop. So by KVL here, loop here, see current how much is flowing here? It is 5 amperes. If you apply KVL here, minus, it's going like this. First minus terminal here, minus, How much voltage here? Yes, it is 50. Again coming here, here you have minus sign. So minus, it's a current controlled voltage source. So 3 into I1 value. So where is I1? I1 is the current flowing here. So how much current flowing here? As you know, it is 5 amperes. So minus 3 into 5, okay, 3 into 5, and voltage drop here it is a 0, plus here we can call as a VTH or VAB. So let me take VTH is equal to 0. Now minus 50 minus 15 plus VTH is equal to 0. So VTH is equal to what? 65 volts. So see the answer here. Among the four options, you will find that only option is having 65 volts. So that will be the answer. In this competitive exam, you just need to choose the correct option. Okay. Remaining thing 15 ohms, there is no need to calculate for you to check whether it's a 15 ohms or not. Suppose in the same question only, if they ask here 650 65 volts and 2 ohms means, then you have to compare these two values, which value is going to be right answer. But in the given question, simply they given 65 volts, so option will be D here. Anyhow, I'm going to solve this ZTH for you. Okay, so I'll take a VTH I found. Now to find the RTH. So how to find this RTH here? So for this one, I will take the same circuit diagram here again. Now to find the RTH, okay, so we will follow source zero technique. So in the source zero technique, if it is a current source, what you will do is we will make it as a open circuit. If it is a voltage source, I'll make it as a short circuit. So here is a current source means I will remove this. That means these terminals are open circuited. But here we have the main problem. Okay, what's the main problem? Here we have current controlled voltage source. Okay, so we cannot make it zero. So for this purpose, what we'll do is I'll make some arrangement here such a way that I will make a current source of, say for example, 1 amperes. I will inject here. Okay, and I will assume that the voltage across it is say V1. Now I want to know what is RTH. RTH is nothing but the ratio of V1. Okay, R is equal to V by I. So V by 1 ampere of current is nothing but V1. So whatever the value we will get V1, that will be the answer for this RTH. Okay, now next, if the current is 1 ampere flowing here, what is the voltage drop here? If you take here, so 2 into 1 means it's a 2 volts here, and you know I1. Why? Because here is a open circuited, the entire current will come and go through like this. So what is the value of I1? I1 is nothing but 1 ampere. So here 3 into I1 means it's a 3 volts, and here plus minus, you know that current is 1 ampere, resistance is 10 ohms. How much voltage? 10 volts. Now simply apply the KVL inside the loop here. Okay, so first I will start with reading here minus, I will go for here minus sign. I will see minus V1 plus 2 volts plus 3, see this here, so plus 10. Okay, simply V1 is nothing but 10 plus 5 is nothing but 15 volts. Now I want RTH. So RTH will be is nothing but V1, but the units are what? 15 ohms. So I got the 65 volts, I got here 15 ohms. So the Thevenin's equivalent model will be like this. It will have a voltage source of 65 volts is in series with this RTH of 15 ohms. So this will be the equivalent model. So this equivalent model is nothing but Thevenin's model. Okay, so by using the source transformation technique, we can convert into uh, current Norton's model also we can do. Okay, so if you're taking Norton's model here, current source is in parallel with resistance here. So in either Thevenin's model or Norton's model, resistance will not change, but the current will be 65 by 50. Okay, amperes of current. So this is what Norton's model. Okay, so I hope you understand this question. So let's move to the next question, friends. So at the end of this video, okay, in the description link, I will give a Google form about the T Academy. Okay, just go through it and fill all the details, and especially the contact numbers are not necessary for female students. Okay, if you are interested, you can share your contact numbers. Okay, the two, it's up to your interest. Okay, it's not a mandatory. Okay, please feel free to fill the form so that I can improve the upcoming videos, right? Next question here. In the given circuit, for a maximum power to be delivered to RL, its value should be dash ohms. So here there is a network given. In this network, what will be the value, okay, of this load resistance RL to get a maximum power transfer? Okay, so this network, okay, or this problem is similar to the Thevenin's problem. So Thevenin's is very important here. Maximum power transfer theorem is an application of Thevenin's theorem. Okay, Thevenin's theorem. What it says is, as per the maximum power transfer theorem, the maximum power is transferred from the source, this is the source, to the load when the load resistance or load impedance should matches with the input impedance. So this is the concept here. Okay. Now, so how to solve this kind of network, sir? Okay. So first thing is, what we'll do is, we'll take this network and we'll convert all the parameters into their equivalent impedance values. So first here, equivalent impedances. Sir, why we are going for impedances, sir? See here, the value here, it is of inductance value is 4 millihenry and capacitance value is 0.5 millifarad and resistance value is in ohms. So these are different okay, values. So to convert these values, for inductance XL, inductive reactance is nothing but omega into L, j omega L, and for capacitance XC is equal to, okay, so it's not 1 by j omega C, inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. So j omega L means j is here, omega value is how much? Omega value is given as a 1 kilo radians per second. So j into 1 into 10 power 3 into L value is 4 into 10 power minus 3. So once you substitute here, okay, so we're getting here. So let me erase this value here, j value, j notation. I'm going to erase this. So 1 by omega C, XC value, right? Now it is, well, erase this also. So it is going to be 4, okay, so 4 ohms here. XC value will be what? 1 by 1 into 10 power 3 into capacitance value is 0.5 into 10 power minus 3. If we cancel out here, 2, okay, ohms. Around same units only, right? Now we will redraw the equivalent circuit here, okay, with a J notation here. Okay, so here we have inductance of J 4 ohms, JXL form I'm writing here, and here we have voltage source. Here we have, okay, let me erase this part. Here we have 2 ohms, and here we have a capacitance of 2 ohms here, like this. But when I'm considering with a J sign here, I will get minus J here. So minus j sign here, and here we have a open circuited here. So from this we need to calculate here input impedance, we need to calculate, right? Now what is the voltage source here? It's a voltage source. Okay, we are having here. In order to find the impedance or ZTH or Zin, we need to make the source zero technique. So once you are applying source zero, this will be what? Voltage source means short circuited. Now Z input side is equal to J4 ohms minus J2 ohms is are in series. They are in parallel with 2 ohms. So simply J2 ohm is in parallel with 2 ohms. So J2 ohms into 2 ohm divided by 2 plus 2J. So once you solve this, so J4 divided by 2 plus 2J. Okay, so again we simplify this network. It is J2 by 1 plus J. Now for getting a maximum power transfer theorem, the load resistance magnitude should be equal to the Z in. Okay, so for this reason, what we will do is we'll find the magnitude of this Z in value. That is square root of 2 square plus 0 square. Okay, divided by square root of 1 square plus 1 square. So it's nothing but 2 by square root of 2 is nothing but root 2 is equal to 1.414 units or ohms here. So to get a maximum power transfer theorem, okay, the value of RL should be 1.414 ohms here, root 2 value. Okay, so we'll move to the next question. Right. So this question is asked in the instrumentation paper. Instrumentation. Okay, so GATE 2021 paper. They asked a question here. So it's a simple question. What the question is a household fan consumes 60 watts and draws a current of 0.3125 amperes RMS when connected to a 230 volts RMS AC 50 Hz single phase mains. Sorry. The reactive power drawn by the fan in VAR is okay rounded off to the nearest integer. So for this problem, so we're going to find the reactive power. So there are two formulas we can use. Q is nothing but so P into tan phi, where phi is nothing but power factor angle, or Q is nothing but V into I into sine phi. So these are the two formulas which we can use. Any one formula we can use here. So first of all, the given data is the power is given as 60 watts and the current IRMS is nothing but 0.3125 amperes and the voltage is going to be 230 volts. Okay, so first find the value of power factor. So P is equal to VI into cos phi. So from this, cos phi is equal to 60 divided by 0.3125 current into 230 volts. Okay, so once you solve this and take the phi, so phi is nothing but cos inversion of this entire value. Okay, so consider it value as a x. So x here. Now once you substitute the calculator, you will get the phi value as 33.40. Okay, so this is a value you got phi. Now simply you can take this phi value or substitute any formula here. For example, q is equal to p is nothing but 60 into tan of 33.40, or you will get the same answer as voltage is 230 into current is 0.3125 into sine 5. So sine of 33.40. Okay, anyway you can solve this question here. You may expect the answer as 39.5729. Okay, so it is VARS. Okay, So that's it for the session. We'll continue in the next session here. Thank you friends. Thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to share your feedback in the feedback form. Have a nice day.